Good morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 17th, I believe. Um, so, a quick question before we get started with the message today. Most people have statistically given up on their New Year's resolutions at this point in time. By the 15th of the month of January, most people have already given up on their resolution. So, ask yourself today, have you given up on your resolution? If you even had one. If you didn't have one, obviously there's not much to give up on. But if you had a resolution, is this year going to be different than the rest of the years that you made a resolution? Ask yourself if you can continue to stick with it. My resolution was to make one of these videos every single morning to hold me accountable to waking up earlier. And so far, so good. I'm 17 for 17, and my goal is to do it for a year. 365 days. That's a lot. A lot of things can happen throughout the course of the year, but so far, so good. I'm staying on track. But like I said yesterday, the bigger the goal, the better. Don't set your goals too low and hit them, set them too high and barely miss. But anyway, the message that I wanted to give you guys today, and I heard an analogy that kind of helped me understand this, is you have to seek failure to have success. You have to. There is no success without failure. I think a lot of people miss that. I think that failure has been kind of, demonized, I guess, so to speak. And I think it's been portrayed as a very bad thing, and that you should never fail and you should always try to succeed. And if you're going to fail, don't do something, And I think that's kind of pushed into us from the time that we were in school. F means failure. It means bad. It means you get in trouble from your parents and, your teachers and everybody else if you fail. Don't fail. And we hear this all the time, but in reality, there is no success without failure. The only way you learn is from failing, and you're not going to get it right the first time, especially if you have big goals and big aspirations. You're not going to get it right the first time. You're going to fail, but you have to learn from those failures. Now, the analogy that I heard that really put this into perspective was imagine a pendulum, the things that go back and forth like this. And then on one side is success, and then on the other side is failure. And here you are typically. This is where you normally live, right here in your comfort zone. But if you want to achieve big things, you have to start getting outside of your comfort zone, right? And you have to, and a pendulum goes back and forth on both sides. So if we have success over here, that means we have failure over here. So you can't have one without the other, you see? So as the higher you go actually on the failure side, the higher it's going to swing back on the success side, And so I just thought that was a really cool analogy because, most people live here. They live in their comfort zone and they don't ever get out, because they're afraid of failing. They want the success. They want to be up here with the success, but they don't want to have the failure that comes along with it because they're scared of failure. Well, failure is not something to be scared of. Those are the moments when you learn. So you have to get out of your comfort zone and start swinging that pendulum, and push it as high up on the failure side as you possibly can, because then it's going to swing back higher to the success side. So, you can't avoid failure. It's impossible. And I think that's what traps most people is the fear of failure traps them into not ever going after their dreams and not ever going after the thing that they're really passionate about, maybe because they don't know how to, and they know that they're going to fail in the beginning and it's a huge learning curve. But that's the whole point of the whole thing. Like, you got to fail. You've got to learn from your failures to have massive success. And that analogy really just put it all into perspective for me. So I just wanted to share it with you guys. So go out there and seek failure, man. I mean, go out there and try to fail and then learn from your failures and get better the next time you try it, and then continue that process over and over and over again. They call it failing forward. You want to fail forward to have success. So anyway, guys, hope this analogy helped you as much as it did when I heard it. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning.